All right, so guys, for the next video, we have a 39-year-old who makes $160,000 a month, 160K a month. Great. And he's pretty much, they also have 3 businesses that you can start for guess how much money, guys, for free. And you guys already know whenever you talk to people, you know, the first thing that they say is, man, if I just had the money, then I would start this. If I just had the time, I'll start this. We may not be able to give you the time, but we can possibly give you the money because the money is free. So this should be very interesting. I think this could help out a lot of people. I'm very interested to see what they come up with this as well. So, you know, let's go ahead and get into the article. Of course, it says this 39-year-old makes $160 a month in passive income. Oh, wow. I didn't even know it was passive. Oh, it's passive? Wow. 3 businesses you can start today for $0. Let's see what he says. And he says, I just work 5 hours a week. It's always the ads, guys. It's always the ads.
I never thought I would make much money, honestly, because I just wanted to be a musician. And I think what I wanted most was to do something I loved for a living. I never wanted to have a job I hated, and I was always a creative.
My name is Graham Cochrane. I'm 39 years old. I make about $1.6 million a year. I work about 5 hours a week.
Guy,
and I live
YouTuber?
in Tampa, Florida.
How do you do it?
I'm a business coach. I run an online business where I teach people how to make money off of their passions, turn their knowledge into income, sell online courses, maybe build a following around a YouTube channel or a podcast or a blog, and then eventually...
Dang, this guy's like Graham Stephan. Love Graham over here. Maybe not recently. You know, he's been, I feel like, dealing with a lot of legal troubles because of the whole FTX thing. But dang, I was thinking, I didn't know like what this was, but now I know he's one of these. You know, we love talking about business and finance and the stock market, what's going on over here. You guys know I'll let you guys know what I'm trading, everything like that, how I make my money on the stock market and everything like that. But I feel like there's so many of these, like, you know what I'm saying? We just like to talk about the news over here and just try to learn and be as informed as possible. But hey, you know, I mean, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on with him. Is he a guru or is he the real? Or is it the real ones or the gurus? I don't know. It's just, you know, like you say Forex guru and, you know, people in their head are all off the rip thinking goofy.
Sell their knowledge in online courses and memberships or one-on-one and coaching packages. Welcome to episode 167 of The Graham Cochrane Show, where I'm here to help you build your online business. A friend of mine who was older, wiser, and he said, man, you don't have any real family time. You got to take at least one day off with your family. So from day one, when I got serious, I just committed to, okay, I'm going to figure this out in Monday through Thursday. I decided in 2018 to launch my personal brand, GrahamCochrane.com.
Those YouTube
teaching
thumbnails is
everything I
hitting.
know about online business. And as that's become successful, we built this house here on the river, and it's just
Nice
been a dream
house.
to be able to have the home the way we want, the space,
Very
and
nice
have the
house.
privacy the way we want, be on the water.
I see that backyard. Dang.
So
Dang.
in front of the house, we love having a front formal living
Got
room.
the stream
that
and everything.
rarely
They got
gets
the
used.
lake going. Like,
You know, we
I'll
love
be up
to
in
have
there
people over
getting
sometimes, people
lady.
spread out, so it's a really nice, beautiful, quiet spot. Piano, it's the one instrument I don't really play very well, but my daughters play a little bit.
Fun fact, I
Guest
can play the
room
piano.
for guests, obviously, and then really the whole house is all about back here, just having a really cohesive living space, right? We love tall ceilings, so the 20-foot ceilings, and then the view, which is what it's all about, being on the river. And we put in these custom iron arch doors, which are so fun. This was kind of a splurge.
Those are
to
nice.
have something
They bring in a
unique
lot
and
of light.
custom.
You gotta love it.
So the kitchen,
You
is
gotta
all my
love
wife.
it.
She wanted it to be really open. We decided to go more open shelf concept, which was different, but it was just great. Everything's accessible, and we just wanted a big island and keep it as clean as possible. My wife is trying to take over with plants. She
Your
wants
house
us to
has
be
a lot of white.
jungle room. This is a great room for the kids to do crafts, all the stuff
I like
that's
it.
fun that leaves a mess.
You know what I'm saying? But when you be spilling stuff, but I guess you can wipe it off. It looks like the type of material you can kind of easily wipe
meals
up.
take place, obviously, but it's also like morning time. So I'll sit in the morning, first thing by myself, reading my Bible, praying, coffee, waking up. In the summers, it's great. We have time with the kiddos. Since there's no school, we can all sit around the table. We try to go through a devotional together. Read
You
through
got
the
a
Bible,
flat
and
back
teach my
Kaylee.
kids how to read the Bible themselves. So books are a huge part of my life. That's how I've grown.
I'm sorry.
And learned.
I'm sorry.
Got my very own book. Finally published my first book, How to Get Paid for What You Know. Everywhere we go in the house and in the office, I have bookshelves and books. And one of my only requests for the house was to put the master bedroom at the back of the house so we could have a balcony and a view of the river. So we kind of built the house
Not a bad
around that.
idea at all. Wow, look at him. You know, it's really nice, you know, when you can wake up out of the bedroom and just like go out into a back balcony. You know, I feel like there's a different vibe. If you gotta like go out into your house, it's like your sanctuary. Like, you know, your room is like your sanctuary. Like you wake up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You still might be in your boxers, like, and you're just like, oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a difference. It's kind of nice, you know, having it. He's got a nice house. He's got a nice house.
My parents
Let me
were
know if you guys have heard of
military
this guy
early
before,
on,
you
but
know,
we
'cause
settled
he's
in Virginia,
clearly a YouTuber,
and
so.
I fell in love with music as a kid. Singing, playing trumpet, eventually played guitar, then just became a music head. Played in middle school bands, high school rock bands. That's what got me into audio engineering and recording music.
Media arts and music.
So I met my wife my sophomore year of college. We dated for 3 years all through college and got married right out of college.
Okay, it's like the perfect family, guys. So you're a nuclear family for sure.
It was a really hard year, so I actually lost a job in 2009 before we moved, and then it was really hard to find a job in Tampa during the Great Recession. I think I applied for 50 jobs, finally got one in the debt settlement industry. That's when we bought our first house.
shirt
My
collar
first
kinda
daughter was
messed up. I don't
born,
know if y'all
and
see
then
that.
4 or 5
Y'all see
months
that?
into working that job, that company ran out of money and they had to let me go.
Dealing
I had
with
like an
something right there,
emergency
though.
fund
It's
that
fine,
we lived
it's
off for
fine.
a while, but eventually we burned through
I'm just saying.
The first couple of years that I was doing this were pretty bleak. At that time, we literally had no income. I had family and friends sending me checks and
This is a
trying
good
to help us
YouTuber
out.
story.
We applied for food stamps. It was
This is
a very
inspiring
humbling
for me.
experience.
Like,
So
I need
I would
this.
say for almost 2 years, it was me trying to get work, and I got a little bit of work. I think I made $7,000 in my first year. It wasn't very much.
That's not bad at all.
There were 2 moments where light bulbs went off. One was when I sold my first online course.
Hey everybody, it's Graham over GrahamCochrane.com.
Which functionally I was teaching things on YouTube for free, and then I thought, could I sell what I'm teaching? And that was probably 18 months before the second moment, which was the back half of my second year of business. I launched 2 more products that became best sellers for me.
And that's what I've got.
Oh yeah, guys, I used to produce music. Man, the money that you can make from that kind of stuff.
Almost $60,000, and I realized this is
Insane.
game
You will
over.
be
I
surprised
used to make
what some
$30,000
sounds
a
can
year
go for,
working
guys.
full time in corporate America. Same with my wife. So I was replacing both of our $30,000 a year salaries from a website, talking about what I love to do, which was music and music recording, all from home. And that's when we didn't qualify for food stamps anymore. And I knew my life was going to be different from then on out.
He elevated and stepped his
was
game
trying to
up.
figure out how to build a business, and at the time, my weekends were taken up with this church that we were starting. So I never got a day off. A friend of mine who was older, wiser, and he said, "Man, you don't have any real family time. You got to take at least one day off with your family." So from day one, when I got serious,
Beta.
I just committed to, okay, I'm gonna figure this out in Monday through Thursday. So 32 hours a week.
Nah, spend that
normal
family
8-hour
time for
days.
sure.
So that became the most I ever worked in my business when I started. And then every year, I'm kind of a weirdo. I try to like play this game and figure out, could I make the same amount of money I made last year, or grow it, that'd be even better, but work fewer hours. And so it's been income go up, work hours go down.
You know, that's what we all want, you know, and everything. That's why I love the stock market and I love trading on the stock market. Because, I mean, it's great to make money and everything like that. But if you really do miss out on the important things, it's like, what is it really for? You know what I'm saying? He's got 2 daughters. Like, I mean, he could probably make a lot more money grinding it out, you know, and everything like that. But it gets to a certain point where it's like you get enough money to where you can get pretty much whatever you want. And you're like, dang, my daughter's 16 now and I don't even know her. You know what I mean? So you never really want that to be happening to you. But at the same time, too, it's like, man, you got to get in your grind, though. You know what I'm saying? Over here is NGB Business News. We got to grind outside of the family. Everybody else is getting stepped on. We grinded. All right, I'm sorry, yo. I'm not sorry, yo. But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, definitely, like, you want to make time for the family. And you want to make sure that if you're going to make the money, make the money so you can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Make the money. The financial freedom that you get from making money is supposed to bring you happiness. It's supposed to bring you joy. It's supposed to give you the option to bring joy to others. You know, that's really what it's for. So if you completely forget that part and you're too much into the money, then at that point, you're just kind of like a money robot with no emotions, you know? And we got enough AI robots running around here. We don't need humans to start coming AI robots, you know what I'm saying?
And it's been that way ever since. I remember I was at a beach vacation with my family, just a 3 or 4 day getaway at the panhandle of Florida. And I remember my wife looking at me with my laptop while we're at the beach, and she said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "You can't even get away for 3 or 4 days that you have to check your email." And I remember feeling, what am I doing? And that was when I realized I needed somebody to be in my inbox for me to take care of those types of requests that need a response right away. Most of what allows me to work so few hours is a combination of systems and eliminating a lot of stuff that just isn't really necessary. And I learned that all the activity on social media I was doing, being in email all day long, keeping my email like tab open and responding to emails as they came in, working on all kinds of projects without really looking at what of my products really make up the bulk of my money. I use the 80-20 rule, Pareto's principle, all the time as a framework of looking at what I'm doing and eliminating as much as I possibly can. I'm not really working faster as much as I'm just doing less in my business, and I'm only doing the things that I have found actually drive revenue in my business. I eventually brought on a customer service person to take care of some of those emails in my inbox. And then I eventually hired someone to help me with the boring, like uploading my videos to YouTube and making thumbnails or editing some videos if I need to be edited.
Thinking about launching.
That can be that can be a grind.
I've been making videos for 13 years, so I usually know what I want to say, very few stops and starts, and I can get it done pretty quickly. And then I'll wrap up the morning with checking email, and then I have a paid community of people that I jump in, I answer questions, and I touch base with those people and see what they need help with. And then I'm usually done by lunch. I'd love to move into more public speaking. Going back to my music roots, I love being on stage. What I'm going to be working towards is just getting on more stages, getting in front of people and trying to share this message of how to monetize what you know and turn it into a flexible, automated business that gives you freedom. I would say money is a great servant, but a horrible master.
The business of teaching people
control
business.
over where their money goes and what they do with their
YouTube's
money.
a funny
and they
place
give
for
themselves
that.
credit for. It's not worth being scared of or living your
The
life
main
as if
people
you're
are the ones
controlled
who
by what
teach
money you have or
something. But
don't
I mean,
have.
it makes sense, you know. It makes sense. A lot of times they have good information too. A lot of people be sleep on it.